Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
Welcome
What's up,
to
everybody?
Girl
Everybody.
Chat.
Hello.
This time, but we got the guys in here with us today. We got the guys in here with us today. So it's gonna be a mix. So it's just gonna be hot topics. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be hot topics. So
We
we
got
got a
some
lot to
out.
talk about today. We're gonna touch on a couple of things. These are just our opinions, like I said, that we're gonna be speaking on up in here, just giving people our insight on a couple of things. Of what's going on around the world, what's going on from where we are here in H Town. Um, so let's say who want to kick it off? Who want to get us started?
Well.
I want to get
I
us
want to
started
get us
because
started
I
because
know we
I know
started
we started
a good
a good
conversation.
conversation. Okay.
So my
So my
question to
question
all
to
of
all of
you
you
that are on
that are
here
on here
is:
is:
would you
would
date
you date
anybody
anybody
older or
older or
younger
younger
than you,
than you,
and by how
and
many
by how many
years?
years? Hmm.
well.
Older for me. Older for me. And it's older for me. Hey,
Okay,
Braxton, how
and
you
by how
doing?
many years? How many
Hey.
years?
You heard him
You
say
heard
that
him
age
say
ain't
that
nothing
age
but a
ain't nothing
number,
but
huh?
a number, huh? Right, right. So for me, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna
That's
say
what
That's
Aaliyah
what
said.
Aaliyah said. Well, for me, my husband is 7 years older than me, so
Right.
right. I for me, I think older. I'm not gonna say it, but some older men are mature. Some are very childish. For
Exactly.
me, I looked up on a very mature one. So,
No, thank you.
Yep,
Thank
yep.
you.
trying to win me some brownie points.
That is
But
sweet. How
but
nice.
to each. I mean, to each his own. It's all about who floats your boat. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Right. So would you, Keisha? Do you prefer
That's
that?
true.
That's true.
So
So
I
I
do
do
prefer to
prefer to
date
date
somebody that is
somebody that is
older.
older. Uh huh.
But I will
But
take
I
a
will take a
youngster, but they
youngster,
can't
but
be
they
too
can't
much
be too
younger.
much
Maybe
younger.
three
Maybe
years
3 years
younger.
younger. Okay.
That's rare.
That's rare.
And if it's
And if it's
older, they
older,
can't be
they
my
can't
they
be
can't be
my
my
they can't
daddy
be my daddy
age.
age. But you're trying to
It
say you're not
depends on
trying
the
to be a
guy.
part. You ain't trying to be an AARP cheerleader,
I
huh?
ain't trying to.
Yeah,
No,
but that's an
I ain't no
interesting subject, y'all.
AARP cheerleader. Look,
Look,
I don't need
I
him.
don't need him.
I ain't trying to have
I
him
ain't
and my
trying to
daddy
have him and my daddy
swapping high school
swapping high
stories
school stories
on my mama.
on my mama. You know,
They talking about
they
what
talking
having
about what having
that,
that,
you know.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, he can get
Yeah,
you
he
up
can
to
get you
speed
up to
real
speed
quick.
real quick.
See, the
Yeah.
thing
See, the
is,
thing is,
for
for
centuries,
centuries. How you doing, Tasha? How you doing? Thanks for
but
joining
that's just the way
us.
it's
Just the
been
way it's
going.
been going.
I watched a
I
movie
watched
the
a
other
movie the
night
other
where
night where
they had the
they
guy.
had the guy.
He
He
gave the little
gave the
girl
little
a
girl
little piece of
a little
ice.
piece of
Have y'all
ice.
seen
Have
that
y'all
movie?
seen
That
that
can't.
movie?
It's an Asian
It's
movie.
an Asian movie. No.
Something about
Something
the
about
memoirs
the
of a geisha.
memoirs of a geisha. No.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
movie.
it's a
Y'all
good
ought to
movie.
check
Y'all
that
ought to
out.
check that out.
But anyway,
But anyway, the thing
the
is,
guy was
the
an
guy
older
was an
guy,
older guy,
and he saw
and
this
he
little
saw
girl.
this little girl.
She was all
She was
crying
all
and going
crying
through
and
it.
going through it.
Anyway,
Anyway,
he bought her a
he
snow
bought her
cone
a snow cone. Mm-hmm.
and
And
talked to her real
talked to her
nice or
real
whatever,
nice or
kind of
whatever.
like put
Kind
her
of
in a
like put
better
her in a
mood.
better mood. Right.
And she didn't know
And
she
she
got
know
that
she
old
got
dude.
that
She
old
went
dude. She
searching
went
for him
searching
all her
for him
life.
all her life.
She found him,
Found him,
and
and
happily ever after,
happily ever after. You know.
So
So
I mean, I've seen it
I've
happen a
seen
lot of
it happen
times.
a lot
I've
of
even
times. I've
seen where
even seen where
some of the
some of the
guys they would
guys they would
have a
have a
friend or whatever.
friend or
You know what I
whatever. You
mean?
know what I mean? Right.
And
And
he had a
he had a
daughter.
daughter.
He was like,
He was
"Hey,
like, "Hey,
I'm in love with
I'm
your
in love with
daughter,"
your daughter." Right.
and he would
And he
promise.
would
And
promise.
as a matter of
As a matter of
fact,
fact,
my
my
grandmother
grandmother
on my
on
father's
my
side,
father's side,
that's what happened to
that's what
her.
happened to her.
You know,
You
she
know, she
married a man
married a man
because he was
because he was
promised to her,
promised to her.
or she was
Or she
promised
was
to him.
promised to him. Why would
Yeah.
you?
Hey,
Why would you?
Craig.
Hey, Craig, what's up?
What's up,
What's
Craig?
up, Craig? Why would you want something? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want something like that, though?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. We talked about this before, and there's cultures that actually they prearrange the marriages anyway.
Yeah, I don't feel that doesn't feel secure for me. That's like you're telling me I have to love this person. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
When maybe we just don't have nothing in common.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Your eyes may be crooked or something. So you mean I gotta be stuck with this person with crooked eyes forever? You know, I don't know. But since Keisha brought that up, now I got a question because a lot of people always ask women would they date older people. Will you men date older women and why?
Well,
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
well. I'm gonna tell you why it didn't happen that very often. And it's just biology. A woman, she have a clock. She stopped having kids at a certain age. Remember the whole purpose of the union is to try to procreate and make your seeds grow. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Keep on living your offspring type thing.
Right.
And so if she's beyond the age to be able to do that, well, you know what I'm talking about. She kind of off the market psychologically to some men.
Right.
Whereas a man, he can be old as what's his name? Larry King. Still making babies.
I don't want no man. Well, I got to change the baby diaper and yours too.
Y'all remember Anna Nicole Smith?
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Remember that old man?
She was smart with it. Okay, I mean,
she said she loved that old man.
Y'all believe she really loved that man?
She did say she
loved that old man.
I could say a lot of people can say they look. Do y'all really honestly think she loved that man?
Well, she went to the news media. The man was dead for years. And she was still talking about how much she loved that old man.
I think she loved that man bank account.
She loved that too.
I do. I think she loved that bank account.
I think over time you can develop a person.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes down to it, would you agree that it's about the way the person makes you feel about you?
Yeah, that's true.
So just imagine this person just making you feel like great about you. It's just gonna draw you. I mean, it's happening.
True.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing. Talking about how you have a setting where you have a bunch of women at work.
Mm-hmm.
And they got all these attractive guys, with the swab off. What do they call it? Save off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, all of a sudden this one girl, she gets flowers.
Mm.
And they all look at the flowers. Oh, wow. It wasn't Save off Fair that sent it. It was, Joe Blow.
I look at those flowers and I be like, ooh. If I look at that boy and they ain't got no work, I be looking like, look, this person got some flowers at work. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I be looking at that, like women getting flowers and all those different things.
I think she's freezing on us. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
I look at that.
Well, yeah.
Sorry about the technical difficulties.
They standing there without no flowers, and they got this dude over here. You know what I'm talking about? Looking in the mirror, and she getting flowers, and he taking it at lunch, and he doing all these things for him. It's not going to be a long time before they start realizing, wait a minute, it's a difference in a man and a pretty boy.
Yeah, that's true. But let's talk about since we got that out the way, let's talk about this. We had spoke about it a while back. And I know it was a topic that we all wanted to talk about, and it's still going on in the news now. I know men look at sports, and we have women that look at sports. Now I'm gonna ask everybody their perspective of what do they feel about this Deshaun Watson case going on.
Well, I don't know enough about it, but
right.
From what I hear, it's a bunch of women accusing him of doing a bunch of stuff.
Right.
I just think it's the culture right now. You know.
Well, you know what? Me, from what I watched and what I seen, is just that this is a young man that wants to leave Texas. He wants to leave the team. And I just feel like all this, now when he was a part of the team, none of this transpired. But soon as this young man wanted to leave the team because he wasn't getting what was promised to him, all of a sudden now he's done this, and that of the third of somebody. That's just not cool.
Right, right.
So
I mean, it's just the way it is. If he would have stayed, all this wouldn't have came out. I mean, this would have been probably swept under the rug if he didn't want to leave. But since
That
he
sounds a
wanted to
whole lot
leave,
better.
that's why all this is out.
Yeah.
I
it,
agree.
it doesn't it doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Celebrities do it every day.
Right, right. So I
Right.
don't know how
Well,
many
yeah.
viewers we got out here with us. Maybe the viewers will come back up. So it's like one person in here with us right now. But I mean, I just think that it don't make any sense to me. Now, since the ladies have to come forward, now they want to remove themselves from the case. That don't make sense.
Right.
Because they thinking about the backlash. I mean, what we said is that they thinking about the black backlash that's gonna happen because they coming forward. They thinking that they're gonna get death threats and all that other stuff. Because they coming forward on talking about what he done.
But you should have thought about that before you just start
I
making
just feel like. So I feel that, why no criminal charges? It just seems strange to me that the first thing you do is you file a civil suit and you're asking for money, but you're not filing any charges against him.
Right.
That's what's most odd to me. Like if
Well,
somebody,
if you think about it, the Texans offered when Deshaun did his renegotiated his contract, they got him making all this money, and he thinking about sitting out this season, until they trade him. So hey, if I hurt him in his pocket, he got to play to make his money.
Right.
right.
Right. Well,
So you think this is a strong arm move on the part of the Texans organization to get him to stay with the Texans and finish out his contract?
That's what I'm thinking.
That ain't the way you do it if you want me to stay.
That's what I'm thinking, because you heard a man through his pockets where he had to stay, until he fulfilled his contract or whatever. I mean,
but see, if they trying to hurt him through his pockets, I get that part. But don't you're trying to hurt his pockets and his reputation,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
This is a character assassination, though.
But isn't it funny though when J.J. Watt wanted to be traded and exchanged, nobody said anything.
Well, I mean, J.J. Watt, I mean, he don't have too many years up in him,
Yeah, but still.
I mean,
That's
why, I mean, this a man, 25, 26 years old, he's still in his prime.
Yeah.
So now, they trade him. I mean, now they got to go back trying to find another quarterback.
Right. You're right. You're right.
That's why they don't really want to give him up.
Look, they got to find more than the quarterback.
Right.
They got to find more than the quarterback.
So you know what? Since we doing hot topics, we all gonna throw some music out there too, guys. Since we doing hot topics, so since we talking about this situation, what would be a good song to throw up in there? I don't know. We talking
Pushing
about
My Buttons by Remedy Cole.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So that's gonna be what we put in there right quick. Oh, what's up, Chris? What's up? So
we got Braxton Simpson too.
Yeah. So we
Higgins.
finna play this look. We finna play Pushing My Buttons because that seems like what they doing to Deshaun Watson right now. So here we go. Pushing My Buttons. Remedy Cole. Okay.
Be mindful. slow, throw your slow, type of bitch, you know, coming for me, where stand slow, you know, that's a no, no, see my gun low, punch holes in your mental, you won't live my business, don't hear, call me missus, all the nonsense you can keep it, 'cause that's bullshit that you speaking, like a church with shady beacons, oh my god, is you tweaking, I do this like TV, you know my last nerve, with the shit that got on, I'm like a ticket to bomb, flick up the wrist and flies gone, fist to the lips, Tyson, hop in my whip and ride on, see the ice on my arm, hell yeah, I sound the alarm, hell yeah, I sound the alarm, pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all be pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all make me lose it like confusion in the stages, all I want is paper, man, that's my own, pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all be pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all make me lose it like confusion in the stages, all I want is paper, man, that's my own, I'm sick of all you goofy clowns and all you silly rabbits, don't you get a new habit, you don't want me to let you have it, this chick here bitch you cannot spit, and this chick here is a savage, I always looking cabbage, look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, you know, it's in the deep, now my pictures in the DMs, ass back, Corinne Stevens, if you see them for reasons, for seasons, complimentary demons on my sleeve, and for you niggas, you can get the middle finger, hook up your thinking, desert eagle stupido, with no paper, man, I say no more, y'all close, no follows, y'all hoes, no dollars, y'all bros, my problems, I got those, hey holla, they got both, didn't bother, on my soul, on my father, y'all just pushing me harder, and I enjoy, but go harder, it might be hard to swallow, cause I'm a tough act to follow, some might say I'm just the problem, that's sayonara, and adios, better luck tomorrow, watch me, pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all be pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all make me lose it like confusion in the streets, all I want is paper, man, that's my own, pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all be pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all make me lose it like confusion in the streets, all I want is paper, man, that's my own, how can this evening will get you put in the deep end, so bitches don't be sleep dissing, y'all niggas snakes, be hissing, I in my lane, y'all be missing, I'm on a mission in a whole other dimension, no pretending, I'm feeling back with digits, not to mention, fuck around, lay you down, spitting 30 rounds of ammunition, fucked up your life, you got the wrong decisions, I'm that bitch with bad intentions, vodka overfilling my cup and blood rolled out in my blood, center stage and front page, he said, she said, suck his cake, no delay, I take bites, I have guns, give me face, I'm the army base, remedy, don't cloud chase, just take close case, pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all be pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all make me lose it like confusion in the streets, all I want is paper, man, that's my own, pushing my buttons, pushing my buttons, y'all be pushing my buttons.
Ooh, don't be
Yeah,
pushing
that's the
them
one right
buttons.
there, boy.
That's the one.
Be pushing them buttons.
That's right.
That's the one
Yeah.
right there. That's the one make you feel some type of way.
I know.
Shoot. So we yesterday was kind of forgive us for this echo. But yesterday we had the rain Friday mix, so we talked about stuff on there too and things like that. So let me ask you this: what do you guys think about the young man that was shot by the police officer?
Man,
That's a really good question.
I think it was a repeat.
It was
You
the
know,
Dante Wright situation. I think kind of just heightened everything. You know, once that happened, you saw how in Minnesota they started doing rioting, looting, protesting. It was a lot going on, and that just added another level of frustration to that community just to see that young man get shot like that.
Right.
And I was watching several news stories where they were showing how police officers are trained, and they go through these simulations and these trainings, and they have their gun on one side and their taser on one side, and they let
Right.
them see the weight of the gun compared to the taser. So they were saying that there was no way, you're trained for hours and hours and hours to kind of feel and adjust to that weight. So you should know the difference of picking up your taser versus your gun.
Right.
And she realized that she had made a huge mistake when you watch that video and you see what she said. But I just feel so bad because I'm a mother of a son. You're a mother of a son. We all have sons.
Right.
And to see these mothers continue to, these young black men continue to get shot and shot for no reason. You don't have to shoot to kill. That's my thing. You don't have to shoot to kill. You know, if he's pointing a gun at you and you feel threatened like he gonna shoot you, I can see the difference. But this young man didn't even have no weapons. It could have been handled in a whole different way. And this is something as a mother I'm looking at because I have a young black son. And this is stuff we have to worry about with our kids getting older and going out in the community and seeing this stuff happen. So that's just my point of view. It was horrible. And I feel for his mother, his father, and his entire family. My heart goes out to him.
Yeah. Well, it's a definite contrast to what we see in the Caucasian uh, neck of the woods. When I say that, I don't mean it in a racist way at all. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, well, anyway, the thing is that, I noticed that there's a video that's gone viral. Have you guys seen it? It's about the white guy that has a gun in the car. He's standing there. Well, he's sitting there in his car and he won't cooperate with the cops and stuff. He got his car. He reached over, touched his gun, everything. The cop had his gun drawn. No fire. The guy is disagreeing with the officer, all of this, reaching for his gun. Hey, I have a right to have this gun and all this right here. No gunfire. Then the guy said, hey, look, I'm fixing to put my hands on my steering wheel and I'm fixing to drive away. And they're like, no, don't do that. The cop put his gun back in his holster. It's a video that everybody need to see. Just to see the contrast of the way that we're treated and the way that others are treated. It's just so blatant that it's just no way that you can't say that it's not racism.
You can't say that there's not a level of bias that goes on when you are seeing young African American men and women in the community and they are being looked at by the police. You can't say that level of bias doesn't exist because it exists and we're seeing
Exactly.
it and it's
I
being
saw
played out.
I saw a white guy wrestle with the police and take their police car.
Right. I've seen
You
that
know,
too happen. Me and you both old school. And if it was one of us and we were in that same situation, that
all
whole
we
car
had
would
to
have
do
been
was
lit
talk
up.
loud. We would talk loud, we'd have been shot to death.
Right.
You know. But one thing about it is, just like I say, that this is this world. This is the way that it is. It's twisted.
Calling right wrong and wrong right. It's already been
Exactly.
prophesied.
Yeah, and it's gonna end.
That's right.
So you know what I mean. They might as well go on and have their fun now because it's gonna end.
So we have this question. So you guys, Mr. Dot was in police academy, so it was something he was saying, and I want him to tell us what he was saying about what they were taught when they were in there. So what was that?
Well, when I went to police academy, you ain't taught to shoot to wound anybody. We was taught to shoot to kill because, like they say, a dead man can't talk.
That's right.
That's just how we was taught when I went to the police academy.
Now let me ask you this: how is it that even though they taught to kill, it's always in the black community? You know what I'm saying? It's like they taught to kill across the board, right? So how is it that in our community that we the ones that always catch the bullet, the death bullet?
Judgment call.
See?
It's that level of bias that exists.
Well, it's a perception, in
Right.
my opinion.
Right.
When I say that, certain nationalities, they're not looked at as a threat,
Right.
even when they have a weapon.
Right.
It's more or less like, oh, Bob, go on, put that gun back in the truck. When it's us, it's like shoot to kill and ask questions later.
Old school. We became a threat once we were freed. You already know that.
Right. Well,
Once we became free, and then we were given rights, we became a threat.
well,
Then
one thing about it
we were
is
able to
this.
obtain knowledge and get the same knowledge. We became a threat.
Yeah. You remember when it came down to the boxing, the sports, you know what I mean? We've been kind of like dominant and so you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a certain fear that I think that people have,
Right.
you know, for our athleticism and physical abilities and all
Right.
of that. And so, and I'm not trying to say that
Our God-given
one man is
talents.
better than, but I think that our culture, is physical. You know, what I mean, and then the way that we present ourselves a lot of times too. And I'm not in any way trying to get nobody on my case. But the
Hey
thing
guys, I
is,
gotta say this real quick.
go ahead.
Mute your mics for me, guys. I have to send a shout out to my aunt. My aunt is on here all the way from the NO. Hey Amy, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this with us. We talking about some good topics here. So stay in and watch it and tune in with us. So guys, what we're gonna do is each time each one of us talk, we're gonna mute our mics. I think that's canceling the echo, so we won't have it. But to answer kind of what you guys were saying, this is the thing that a lot of people don't get is that with our race, people already have a perceived notion of us. So when you have a perceived notion, that's what you go by. They already think that, oh, black people, we're poor, we tear up neighborhoods. That's not true. All of us don't live like that. But we have already been given a perceived notion on our back. So that's what people take and that's what people live off of, the perceived notion that all black people are lazy, all black people. That's not true. Just like they have a perceived notion that all black people are on welfare. That's not true. If you look at the stats and you look at the whole ratio, there are more white people on assistance than there are black people. But they never tell you that because they want to keep us down. It's up to us. Really, black people, we got to help each other. We really do. We really do. Go ahead, guys.
You're so right. And I was watching a show, and guys, this is my guilty pleasure. I watch Ready to Love on Fridays. So after 9 o'clock, don't call me because I watch Ready to Love. But it was the guys they were gathered together in a room, and the host of the show, it was one of the gentlemen who went and he helped out another gentleman because he was moving. And it touched his heart because the gentleman that he helped said that he gave him a shout out and he told him thank you, and he really appreciated what he had did. But the host was saying that if all African American men would get together and they would work together with one another and build each other up and help each other out, they could really be a force. And he was saying that just by us coming together and working together and not tearing each other down and not trying to one up each other, we already are a threat at that point. We already are showing some type of strength when we're unified. So I thought it was good when he brought that out, because if we all work together as a people, man, we'll be cold. Ain't nobody can touch us. That's just like when they had Black Wall Street. Nobody could touch Black Wall Street. That was money flowing within our own ecosystem. and not going out of the system and flowing into other people ecosystem. So I'm just like, yeah, that's true. If we work together, we would be one powerhouse.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I agree with that.
But see, one thing about it is I'm a
But see, one thing
realist,
about it is I'm a realist,
and coming from my perspective,
and coming from my perspective,
it's just something that would be great if it happened, but that's just not gonna happen. And the reason being is because it's by design, and that's what I keep going back to. I mean, it's just by design. It's like, um, you know, just the whole dynamics of the whole thing is just going straight along with prophecy, just like I was saying, and it's just no way that we're gonna be able to do anything about it. It just constantly keep us going. If we did this and if we did that and if we and if we and then if we and all we have to do and we and us and we and it's not about us. It's not about us. But this is not something that no man can do it. We waste our time constantly thinking that what I'm talking about. We have the solution because we just simply do not. We
I'm
don't.
constantly thinking that what I'm talking about. We have the solution, because we do not. We don't.
We can look to the source which we can find a solution, but we all have to agree that that source is the solution. We got to agree that who to go to, and come and be unified within that, you know.
Do you
But
really
as
think
long
that
as
that's gonna
we're
happen?
divided,
Do you really think that that's gonna happen?
we already know that it's already written that it's not gonna happen. Everybody is not go agree, and everybody is not go seek who God is and know that he's a head over everything. We know that.
Exactly.
We know that's not gonna happen.
Exactly.
But we could try. It doesn't say we can't
Well, I
try.
mean,
Thanks, Chris Anderson.
let me ask you a question.
Well, I mean, let me quit.
So, have y'all ever seen the Titanic?
So,
You remember the ship was going down, it was sinking, right? And the band played on. I mean, they had people still mopping the floors. I mean, when we look around, coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? We got, people attacking Asian people. We got cops shooting black folks. We got dogs chasing mail carriers. We just got everything going on. Everything is deteriorating, and it's all written. I mean, it's no way that we're going to be able to stop this. I mean, so the best way sometimes that I see is to stop yourself and just go, wait a minute, what's going on? What's going on? Because once we figure out what's going on, then we can actually be a part of the solution. And when I say a part of the solution, that's a part of God's solution, because his people are actually coming together as a people, not just as one nationality, but as people that serve him and that actually help other people to change their lives. Because it's like we're on a losing team when we own Team World type thing, because it's just not nobody. It's not unified, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? When one dies, it's like we just step over them and keep on moving. And I know that it sounds pessimistic and all of that right there, but the thing is that God is going to solve these problems, and when He does, and I know that it sounds like, yeah, but when? But very, very soon, because we can see all of the signs. So, that's basically where I'm at on it. You know what I mean? I just, nothing surprises me anymore.
I feel right where you're coming from. It is just this world is crazy. It's a lot that that people, Keisha's gonna come in and join us. She's having a little issue. She's in the other part. She's here at the tower with us, but she's at the other part. But it's like this, certain things that are going on in the world. Let me see if I can add her back in. Certain things that are going on in the world are just, they're real horrible. I like when you say it's black people, but it's a lot of times people say we as black people, we have it hard. Yes, we do. We do have it hard. A lot of times the thing is we keep ourselves having hard because when you have, say you have one successful black person and they're very successful, when it's another person of that color trying to get to that stature where they are, they don't want to give them advice. They don't want to give them help. They don't want to give them the knowledge. They don't want to do that. They want you to pay for it. You get what I'm saying? So if you can help somebody, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me put the dynamic like this. Let's take it back to Hurricane Katrina. All the people in New Orleans, all the stuff that happened, I had family affected by that. You know what I'm saying? That pissed me off because it's like these people know what's going to happen before it happened. So in their mind, they're like, oh, but we don't care. And then they wonder why we as black people, we have this FU demeanor all the time. It's because of how we've been treated. And then what kills me is that they want to kill us off, but then they want to imitate us. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not quite understanding how that works or how it does what it does, but we as black people, we gotta stick together. So I was thinking, since we talking about the black race sticking together, the black culture, I thought about, let's play this song. I believe his name is, I don't want to say his name wrong, I think it's Genuine or Eugene. I'm sorry if I'm messing your name up, forgive me, Shay. But this song he has is called Brothers Keeper, so we're gonna play that. Brothers Keeper. So here we go. Let's go. Genuine.
Yeah. What's understood should never ever be explained. But here we are, you cannot mess with my brother, man. You must be insane. You don't understand that this is the bar that you can crack, stay up in your lane. So why you talk about it on your ragging line. We not the type of kids that talk about, we the type of moving silence. Don't resort to violence. If you ain't with us, this ain't get behind us. You cannot define us. Oh, black man ain't no perfect kid bias. You heard the rumors and you thought that we were friends. But as a unit, we can make the nation scared. That's why I am my brother. Well, you can't know. Well, I'm telling you it's so much more. So really, brother, rest assured, we are war, cause we fight the same battle. Watch out for the snakes, you can always hear them rattle. More of the story, as long as that gets the glory. That's why I am my brother keeper. I am my brother keeper. With everything I got, I am my brother keeper.
Take Sean, I got him. She said forgive. 77 times 7 is worth weapons, and I will never make it to heaven. With people telling me how awful person I am, I'm worse than the Grim Reaper, Hitler, the Son of Sam. Well, I'm descending the evidence of the Timothy. Both of them had problems stemming from the poplar tree. You wanna know what's popular be? Turn the man down until he's a former shell of what he used to be. It's a holy war, it was against demons. Men become power, rejected women with demons. Realize that the young king and queen is the father figure. Instead of being a homeless brother or a worthless nigga. Lord knows if I'ma be a brother's keeper, I'ma educate them so together we can lift up our black people and let them know not to break a fold. The cards in God's hands, plus you an ace in his eyes for sure.
Oh, why? Cause we fight the same battle. Watch out for the snakes, you can always hear them rattle. Moral of the story, as long as that gets the glory. That's why my brother keeper. Oh, with everything I got going, I am my brother keeper.
That was the right song for
I
that,
am
huh?
my
That
brother's
was the right
keeper.
song for that, huh?
That was right.
Yep. Uh-oh, you muted.
Forgive me, guys. Like I was saying, I know you couldn't hear me. I was muted, but it's a lag that we have, and it's like agonizing to all of us. But we're trying to fix it. We're trying to bring you the best quality we can. So keep rocking with us. We doing this. We're trying to make it work. This is a different girl chat because we usually just straight chat and talk, but we felt like some music need to be played because some of these topics that we're talking about in the world, it needs a little music to lighten it up. We do a little things, and we appreciate all of you that tuned in yesterday for the Rain Mix Fridays. um like I said, this is so many different topics going on in the world, so many different issues in the world. We can't get to them all, but we're trying to fix them one by one. First of all, to get them fixed, you got to start with the top, and that's to get rid of some of your politicians. That's
That's
the only way
true.
we're going to get it fixed.
And guys, one thing I want to say also is if you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. Miss Shay always looks at the chat and she puts the comments up there on the screen so we can see them and we can respond to them. But you're right, Miss Shay, we do need to start with our politicians. We do.
Well, I just said like this, it's just age old. It's just something that it ain't ours to fix. It ain't nothing we can do about this. I mean, now we can be law abiding citizens and try our best to, be the best people that we can individually, but you know what I'm saying. You can't control other people is the whole deal, and that's the whole thing. I don't care what president that you get. Do you think that there's one that will be able to stop every person from shooting other people,
No.
or that'll stop everybody from stealing or whatever? I
My
mean,
boy and my boy Rain voice, nah, old school.
exactly.
That ain't gonna happen.
So it's like, all we can do is basically look to who really can solve our problems, and that's God. And I know that, a lot of people look at it like, well, he ain't did nothing yet, and all those things. We got to do something. But the thing is that that's something that we got to do is continue to pray and to rely on him, because he's going to fix it. He's the only one that can. Look at look at the coronavirus. Every time that you think, oh, we're getting a handle on it or whatever, they say, oh, did you hear about that new strain? I
That and the
mean, they got
cases are going up again.
yeah, they're going up, because the thing is that, as soon as they start going down, somebody says it'll be a great idea to just get right back out there and everybody take your masks off and we just go back to work.
Back to the politicians, Nay. Back to the politicians, like you said.
So, what we gonna do?
we can do a lot. We can do a lot. We can do a lot. Everything is with the work of God, but it also says faith without works is dead. So you gotta do some work. You know what I'm saying? We can't. You know, it does, and it's still the key word. It does start with the politicians. You know what I'm saying? Just like right now about this gun thing in Texas. Come on now, are you serious? You gonna cause more of a problem than you are helping. Because, like, I agree with what one of the men were saying on the news. You're trying to give guns to people. You got some people that are not stable in the head. You know what I'm saying? And you put a gun in their hand, hell, they'll shoot you just for stepping on their foot. And you saying, I'm sorry the whole time.
That's right.
But you get shot.
That's right.
It just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. And it's like we keep trying to fight a battle. We got to get rid of the idiots first. We really, really do. We do.
You know what? I'm going to just say this. That's a good idea if it would work. Get rid of all the idiots. Yeah, that sounds real simple, but the idiots seem like geniuses when they first come in there. They seem like, oh man, and then, oh man, he's an idiot. Another one, I mean, it's just like that because of the simple fact that we place our hope on the creation. We have to put our hope in the Creator, because that's the one that can solve our problems. And I mean, I know that, I'm preaching to the choir and all that. I can
But it's the
understand
truth.
how everybody feels, well, we got to do something, but the thing is that what we got to do, he already told us what we got to do.
We got to
What
pray.
we got to do, right.
Got to
And
humble
we gotta
ourselves and
actually-
pray.
But
And
now
turn
just
from
think
our
about
ways.
it. What if everybody did that? If everybody feared God, do you believe that it would be, hey man, I'm not going to do something to disappoint my God? I mean, he's looking at me. I'm trying to do God's will. So why would I steal? Why would I kill? Why would I do something? Because his whole law is telling us to love one another like we love ourselves. So, you know what I mean? That's the problem. All of us just keep thinking of what we can do instead of really doing what he told us to do. And that's to love each other like we love ourselves. And if we do that, that's the end of the problem. I mean, all of them. I'm talking about like hunger. Hold up. I don't want to be hungry, so I'm going to make sure that this person gets the food. I mean, you would be surprised at how that whole concept of hunger goes. They'll send all this food to these people. And they got somebody, before it get to the people, stop the food. Hold on. We need to make sure that there's no poison in this. I mean, some people are so hungry that they could eat the poison and survive.
Right.
But you know what I mean? It's just one of those types of things where, it's always some man in the way that think he doing it the right way, or he's doing something to save people, which actually he's contributing to the problem because it's not his job.
Right.
I mean, we don't know what we're doing. I mean, look at how we said, hey, man, oil, that's great. That's the greatest thing in the world or whatever. Hey, man, we can make shit. Look at all this money that we're making. And then, bam, you got dead seagulls, seals, just all kinds of animals, you know what I'm saying? Air pollution, lung cancer. We done killed everything on the planet thinking we smart. And I'm not trying to take anything away from us, but the thing is that we're thinking that we're too smart. We're thinking that we're so smart that we can do God's job, and we just can't.
True statement. That is a true statement. That is a true statement. But let me say this on another subject. I have all you viewers in here. If you could follow us on Facebook, like us on what is that? No, follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. That help us keep you up to date with what's going on. That lets YouTube know exactly who the Talk Radio Show is, so we can help artists, because that's what we do on here. We talk about subjects, we help artists, we give insight, we do artist interviews, we play music. We do that. We fill your heart with some good laughter, and we just keep it real up on here. We just keep it real. How about that? That's how we get down. That's how we keep it real. So as like Miss Keisha said at first, we have some viewers in here. If you got any subjects or topics that you want to throw out here while we're in here, please throw them out to us. We love all the haze and what's up, but come on, I know y'all got some on your heart you want to talk about. You may not can't say at work, or you may not can't say in your church group, or you can't say to some of your friends, because you got some friends, you can say something to them and they be like, I feel it, but then when they get home, they be like, I can't stand her. But throw it out there. Say what you got to say. Let us know. This is Hot Topics. We talking about everything.
Yep.
We had a show that we had. And we had a person on here who threw a topic out to us, and he was speaking on asking us about advice for his dad on how he could talk to his dad about alcoholism. And we have people throw everything out to us, so don't get it twisted. We're a radio show. We give our opinion. We don't try to give advice to people, because we don't want nobody going to work and saying, Miss Shay told me to tell y'all kiss her butt, and I ain't saying nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's people twist things around and say, but we're here just to give our opinions on how we would handle certain things on if it was us in that situation. We're not trying to tell people to do it. We're just giving you our opinion of how we feel on certain things. Because life is a funny thing. It's all about how you do it and how you take control of it. But I'm just gonna throw that out there. You can catch the Tower Fridays at 5:30. You can catch the Tower Saturdays at 3:30, and you can catch us Sundays at 5:30. And we throw out live topics. We play music. To artists that want to submit their music to us, you can submit it to the Tower Radio Show 1 at gmail.com. Again, that's the Tower Radio Show 1 at gmail.com. If you are an artist and you need a little more help when it gets in depth to that artist development, I'm gonna stick the website in there as well as the email, but you can contact me at Fat Girls Promotion Consultants. And you can find me there on Instagram under Miss Music Info. So that, and also, if you are an artist and you need that good equipment, I'm gonna let Old School tell you about our boy, the MacBook Man. Tell them what they can do, Old School.
Oh yeah, well definitely. They can take that obstacle of price out of your way sometimes, because we need the best equipment or whatever when we're recording and when we're trying to do film. I mean, it's art, and so you want the best when it comes down to your art. And the MacBook Man is the man that can help you out. The price is not going to kill you. And you know what I mean? You have the tools that you need in order to succeed. That was a little rhyme right there.
You was rhyming.
So how about that? Just contact the MacBook Man, and it's bit.ly/MacBookman. Y'all check out his website.
So Miss Keisha's gonna be leaving us in a little bit, you guys. But you're gonna still have me and Mr. Dot and Old School on here. We're gonna still keep it rocking, playing some music in honor of her. If you called us yesterday, we played music in honor of one of our other radio personalities, Rain, who passed away on the 29th of March. And we dedicated a lot of songs to him. So if you tune in on Fridays, which is the Rain Mix Fridays, and we play artists, and we also will be doing interviews, on artists that submit their songs to us. Also, I want to send a shout out to TJ Maycrow and Fazar for sending in their music. I mean, you got to hear them. They have some jamming stuff. All the artists that we have on here are all the artists jam on here. They're very talented. There's not an artist that we don't have on our roster that does not jam. That is not a great professional artist when it comes to their music. We've had a chance to kind of communicate and talk with a few of them, and they're very honorable people, and they respect, that people love them, and they respect that the Tower plays them and respect what they do. So, without further ado, I'm gonna actually play a song by TJ Crow, which is like one of my favorites. I guess one of the whole
Yeah,
crew's favorites.
We love
most
it.
definitely.
We love it. So I'm gonna play "Positive Vibes" by TJ Crow. Here we go.
All right.
I'm so grateful of feeling alive, alive. I know where I wanna go, I see where I wanna be this time, at this time, today. We sow the seeds for tomorrow, so we can grow. Sacred focus goes, energy flows. Yeah, we all know. Ooh, I feel so wonderful. I sometimes feel like a star shining above me. You only know who you are, who you are. Can you imagine having everything, everything, everything? Just don't realize how beautiful your life really is. Appreciation is the key. I found something deep inside of me, and I was saving this time. You just gotta believe. I feel so wonderful. I sometimes feel like a star shining above me. You only know who you are, who you are. I feel so wonderful. Sometimes I feel like a star, a star shining above me. You only know who you are, who you are, who you are.
Oh
Now
yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. So Makisha had to leave us, so Miss Keisha had to leave us, so we gonna keep it vibing. But that song right there, just man,
Yep. That's what it is. It's all about art, you know.
yeah,
That's why we really look for artists to to submit their music, and we're really hoping to find that next star, really. And I would advise everybody to try to, you know what I mean, have some relevant topics in their music, you know what I mean? Just keep it jamming, you know? Yeah.
Oh yeah, music is where it is, you know, and we were honored to play her songs as well as her brothers, and these are two artists that are from New Zealand,
Right.
so that's amazing, you know. So I'm gonna get into another song. We're gonna get into her brother, which his name is Faisal, and this song I have here is called "Time Slips Away." So here we go.
Grooves on the track. Time just slips away. Sometimes from you. Always falling down. Got me wishing I could turn the time back. I just wanna see you once again. Cause I heard to know that you ain't need no more in this life you live in. But I know to be strong for you. I know for you. I know for you. Time just slips away. Sometimes from you. And it took time, so much wasted time, and a place to find your love that you gave to me. And I wish I could tell you I appreciate your love in a ways to speak. And I'm feeling so much pain, cause it's coming to say the last goodbye. You was gone and I remain. Now I'm drowning in this rain. Time just slips away. Sometimes from you. Time just slips away sometimes from you.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. That's skills.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is what you call some music.
Yes,
That's what
indeed.
you call music, you know.
So, we're going to be interviewing them on next Friday, right?
Yes, that is my plan. That's my plan, you know, so people
Looking
can really
forward to that.
just get to meet them, and you know, we got a lot of good artists on here. I'm gonna make sure I reach out to a lot more artists, you know, where they could, you know, we could talk to them and get an insight of their music and everything, you know. If you are an artist, submit your music to the Tower Radio Show 1 at gmail.com. We don't discriminate, We take music from all over the world. So as you see, we do not discriminate. Everybody needs a platform, and we do this for underground and unsigned artists to have a platform.
Mm-hmm.
This is what this is for. This is for them to have a platform. It's just so much, and y'all gotta tune in with us on Fridays, because that's where all our interviews and we get to meet you up front, and our viewers get to meet you up front and find out a little bit about you, your love for music. But also coming July 30th, it is a contest we're going to start very soon. On July 30th, I will announce the winner. And the reason why I'm saying July 30th is because that is the birthday of our co-host and radio host on here, Rain. And it is a contest we have, and it is for the viewers to give us 5 of Rain's favorite songs. And the person who gives us the correct 5 songs, when we pick that person to be the winner, they will get a in memory shirt of Rain and a signed t-shirt from every crew member from the Tower.
I'm gonna win that shirt.
The Tower crew cannot participate, and the Tower crew family members cannot participate. No, it is only for the viewers.
We need to go half on that shirt.
Y'all need to go half on that shirt. So that is something that we're doing. Like I said, the Tower is here. We do this for, again, as I said, unsigned and underground artists to showcase and for them to have a platform. We just don't do the radio show. We do consultate. That's something separate from the radio, but it's all connected together. So, we've been talking about stuff. We've been having topics, and we've been getting things squared away, We're getting back together, getting stuff focused after we laid our brother Rain to rest. So we've been doing a lot of things. So Old School, what's some other things? I guess, should we talk about hot topics, or should we just talk about the music and the love of music? What you think, Mr. Dot? What should we throw out there?
I mean, since I don't see nobody coming up with any topics that they want us to answer or have our comment on, I mean, let's get on, talk about the Tower Radio Show.
Talk about the Tower Radio Show. Yes, if you look on the Tower page, the Tower will have merchandise very soon. We have Tower masks, Tower cups, Tower hats, and Tower shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So they are coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. I know this show we don't have a lot of viewers like we had yesterday. We was jamming yesterday, But I guess, with the hot topics, we just winding down, and then some people still could be coming home from work. It is Saturday. People still work on Saturday.
Yeah. We got started a lot earlier on Saturdays. We got started about 3:30.
Right.
So,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we do start a little bit early on Saturdays.
But I'm quite sure that, you know what I'm saying, like we got people that would probably be interested in getting some things off of their chest. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Man. And we don't discriminate in the chat. We don't discriminate.
No.
We talk about everything. And if you on here, please share the video. Share it with your friends. Share it with that one cousin that want to get into the music game. Share it with them, or
especially
that one group that want to get into the
music
game. Yeah, share it. Share this video. We would love to hear their music, hear from them. If you know anybody, tell them to submit their music to the Tower Radio Show 1 at gmail.com. Also, as I was saying about the Fat Girls Promotion Consultants, these are the shirts here. As I was saying, that's another business that Mr. Dot and myself we do own, and that is consulting with artists and giving them the insight on the music game and how the music game works.
And that's what you need. You need that, because one thing about it, sometimes you get off and you want to do this, but you don't know exactly how. Well, you got some help,
right?
And it's not expensive.
Right. It's not, because for us to help you and give you the insight of certain things in the game that you need to know, it's a $75 consultation fee. That's all you have to pay.
Ain't that
And
something?
we give you the insight. $75. You can't beat $75. And then if you don't have the $75 all together, hey, you can break it down 3 payments.
No, that ain't that
$25. Come on now. You spent $25 at the club. Come on now.
That's it.
You know.
But now you know what I'm saying. All them drinks that you buy at the club, what's gonna happen to them drinks? Where they gonna end up?
In the
They gonna end
toilet.
up in the toilet. But now, just think, if you just save that $75 and invested it in your career, then boom, now who can take what's gonna happen to that $75?
Right.
It's gonna actually benefit you.
Right.
So yeah, you know, take a look at it, you guys, so that you can reach your goals that you're trying to get to. You know.
You know, because you always have people that say, I'm trying to do music. And here it is, you know, this platform is here for you. You know, a lot of the radio stations, I've heard a lot of online radio. They play mainstream and they play, you know, underground and unsigned. But this one here is just straight unsigned and underground. That's all we basically play. You don't get that. And then you get to see the face of the people who are playing your music.
That's right.
You know, it's not a shadow behind. We don't hide behind that logo. You get to see who we are. You know, and if you go on our page, you get to see all of the radio personalities on the tower.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Well, see, one thing about it is just like you say. If you want to succeed, you know, you have to just take those steps. You know. Yeah, they might have some other radio stations that play unsigned artists, but I guarantee you it's gonna be hard for you to get played on there, because you know what I'm saying, you got to stand behind some of their relatives, and I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, knock nobody else down, but at the same time, you know, all we asking you to do is just submit, and that's it. Submit it, and then bam, you know, we'll play it. As a matter of fact, Shay, we need to do us another DJ battle where we can play more of their music, you know what I mean? And then, bam, you know, they can be in the battle.
Yeah,
y'all can help me win.
Right. You know, if they like I said, submit your music to the Tower Radio Show 1 at gmail.com. You know, you submit it, it gets played.
It's gonna get played.
There's not an artist that can tell you, if you go into all the artists that we've put on our previous recordings, you've seen their names pop up across the screen. If you go and just hit any of them artists, they will tell you, no, if you submit it to the Tower, they're gonna play it.
That's right.
We're gonna play it. All we just ask is that if you have very profound language in there, just kind of clean it up a little bit.
Right.
You know, a little bit of the bedroom manner. We kind of want to keep that, because sometimes on our shows live we do have people who watch it, and they do have younger children that watch it. So you know, we try to give all the respect to that. But as far as that goes, you know, you can always, if you DM me, you know what, DM the Tower on Facebook, or if you DM us on Instagram, somebody's gonna respond. Trust and believe. We don't leave anybody on red. We're not like that. We're gonna respond. We want people to hear your music. You know, there's a lot of talented people out here that get passed over.
Right.
We want to hear it. We want to play it. We want to interview you. We want people to know who you are. The Tower wants to be a place where you can build your platform.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, you guys start really tuning in, because you're getting ready to see some people that are on this side of the game that are getting ready to blow up. And when I say that, you'll see us interviewing people. And then all of a sudden, boom, you know what I mean? You'll hear them on mainstream, because we're growing like that. They're growing. Because one thing about helping people, when you help others, you really helping yourself, because, you know, everybody has to have that start, you know, and so we're providing that. That's what Ms. Shay and Mr. King Dot is doing. And see, that's what it's all about. You know,
Right.
just submit your music and see what you got.
Right, right. Just be on the lookout. Like I said, you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on TikTok. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. We're even on Periscope. So you can check us out. We're on Twitter as well. Just check us out and see what we're about. Trust me, we don't discriminate. We show love to each and every artist that submits something to us. We show love. If your song is played, tune in on Fridays. We pop up, we play songs. We may send you a link and say, hey, we want to interview you right now. We throw those on the spot interviews. So, tune
Yes,
in.
indeed.
This is the Tower is a place you want to call your radio home when you're trying to get out there. And we
Hey,
do
another
this. And
thing.
here's the key thing. And what's so good about it while we do it, Mr. Dot in Old School, it's free.
That's right. See, and another thing too, if you got a business,
Yes.
what better platform than radio or television? The game is advertise. If you're trying to get out there with your music, what's the name of the game? Advertise. Hey, listen, I'm going to be on the radio Friday. I'm going to be on the radio Saturday. I'm going to be on the radio Sunday. Because the Tower radio show is where I'm going to be at. See? So that's all you got to do is just invest in yourself,
Don't talk about it, be about it.
And if you're not an artist, now you know where to send your partner that's an artist. Hey, man, I know where you can get your music played. See?
Right.
Can't everybody say that.
And not only that, hey, you can get your music played, and plus you'll sit and be talking with the owners.
That's right.
They don't too much do that in radio. So
Get an interview. You can let everybody know what you're about and what you was thinking when you wrote that song. You sit there and play your song and critique it and just break it down. Just everybody really get a chance to enjoy it.
already. So without further ado, we're not gonna hold this girl chat long this time because we got Old School Sunday Jams tomorrow.
Yep.
So you will see us tomorrow at 5:35. Tomorrow, please tune in. We're gonna play some joints. We're not gonna do the DJ battle, because we still
Not this
waiting
time.
to get some more artists. Because I don't want people to see me take Old School Cornbread no more. I don't want them to see me do that no more.
See, she got all the good artists over there. You know what I'm saying?
So, without further ado, we want to thank those who tuned in. As always, we send love and our love and our hearts to Brother Rain. As always. I want to thank all the crew of the Tower as always. The first of all, Mr. King Dot himself. Old School, Miss Keisha, Sugar.
Yep.
Grand C.
Yep.
And without further ado, our Brother Rain.
Most definitely.
And we thank you guys for watching. Please tune back in tomorrow. Tune in all the time with the Tower. You're going to get something different every time you tune in here with us. You're going to get something different. You're going to get something different. You're going to get some life. I'll tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get the real people.
Most definitely.
Ain't nothing fake over here. You're going to get the real people. We're gonna give it to you how it is. We're going to play that music. We're going to enjoy the artists that we have. Shout out to every artist that has submit their music to the Tower Radio Show. It's a lot of you guys. It's a roster. I can't call you all you guys' name, but shout out to all of y'all. We appreciate you sending in your music to the Tower. We appreciate you giving us your music and allowing us to play it and trusting us to help you build your platform. We want to thank you for that. So until next time, much love to all the viewers on here today. Much love to you guys. I thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, what was that? Chris Anderson?
Shout out to Chris Anderson. Shout out to my aunt that joined in, my Aunt Yvonne. Shout out to her joining in. I really appreciate it. Just Craig, a good shout out. I don't even know what we may talk about tomorrow. Old School, give them a little bit of what you may talk about tomorrow on your show.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, it's kind of like a secret, but it's gonna be
Oh,
very, very interesting. I can put it like that. And you
okay.
know that they don't call it the old school Sunday jam session for nothing.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we're gonna definitely jam.
We gonna jam. We gonna jam. We gonna jam. You know, we gonna jam, and we gonna always salute our brother Rain. We gonna jam.
Most definitely.
We gonna jam, and we gonna give that advice, and we gonna talk about that real that
Always.
some
Always.
people scared to talk about. It's just love over here when we do this, and like I said, we as the Tower Radio Show crew, we appreciate every viewer that watches us, every viewer that tunes in, every viewer that shares our videos. We thank you so much. We can't do this without y'all.
That's right. Without
So
Tasha Higgins, Braxton
yes,
Simpson.
yes,
I mean, Craig. We got H Sauce.
H
Just
Sauce.
everybody.
So
Remedy Code, Sweat.
we appreciate you
Um,
guys. Rilla G, Rabo. We
yeah.
appreciate you guys. We
Yes,
appreciate
we
you
do.
guys. We do.
Hmm.
T Dash, we thank you for
Oh,
allowing us
most
to play
definitely.
your music. We appreciate you guys. There's so many of you guys. Kiara Trinae.
Yeah.
But we want to thank you guys. And we will see you guys on
Johnny
tomorrow.
Jr.
Oh, hi, Mr. Johnny. Thank you so much for tuning in. But we'll
Yes.
see you guys tomorrow at 5:30. Be ready to tune in and jam and just let your hair down before you go to work on Monday.
That's
All
how we
right.
do.
Have a good one. All right.
All right. Good night.
Good night.